Hello and welcome to my Yakuza Kiwami 2 100% trophy guide video. In this video we're going to talk about bouncer missions. So for this I'm going to link you to Sir Z's guide because he does a step-by-step play-by-play breakdown of all of the decent things to use in the bouncer missions. He gives you a guide on each sort of set of missions. Essentially you've got 3 sets of missions for each mission, if that makes sense. So you'd have, let's say for example, Towering Giants is the first mission, so you'd have one mission on normal, one mission on hard, and then one mission on legend. The difficulty increases as you go, and it increases in difficulty each and every one set. So you could be doing, you know, Towering Giants on normal, and then you might want to do Scattered Weapons on normal, which is 1 step up in difficulty. And then maybe go back to hard, which is another step up in difficulty. And then just keep sort of doing it like that. He puts a difficulty level next to them on his guide, so definitely check his guide out. It's really good. I'll give you some tips from the guide as well. But yeah, please do check out his guide for everything Yakuza related. It's just amazing stuff. Goes into so much detail about everything, like the gear, heat actions, charge attacks, vending machine, boasts, armor, equipment, weapons, etc. So yeah, the current thing on the screen is showing you where to get the Kadachi knife. So this, I think it's called the Illegal Poison Kadachi knife. Oh no, it's just called the Illegal Poison Kadachi. So basically you've got to sell things to Kamiyama. So what you should do really is just buy from him and then sell back to him. And then eventually, if I can't remember the amount you have to do, it's quite a lot if I remember correctly, but he will eventually have that in his store. And you want to get it because it's invincible, it does crazy damage, and it's a really, really useful weapon. But yeah, it's just awesome because blades are always good to stagger the enemies and stuff like that. So yeah, really useful. So this actual gauntlet that we're facing now, I think it's the last one. I don't know if I did all 3 together on the Pandemonium or if I just did the one. But the hardest Pandemonium one, you really want the Sacred Wood armor, which is basically makes you invincible to bullets. I can't remember where that is. I think you unlock it, do you not? Let me have a look to see if you unlock it whilst you're doing these missions. You do get a replica one, and you do, yeah, so if you, the more bouncer missions you do unlock Sacred Wood armor. And that's on the sex-starved samurai missions, so you want to do them as quickly as possible. You get that relatively early on in the bouncer missions, but there's so many of them. I think there's 20 in total, and then there's 3 in each, so there's 60 missions, all varying in length, but you do get a lot of cool stuff for doing them. And you get a lot of cool gear, and yeah, so it's really useful to do, but I would recommend doing it bits and pieces at a time because I left it all to the end. Really not a good idea doing 60 of those in a row. It just like drains your soul. But yeah, so you'll start off with the gauntlet, and then you tend to have either one boss at the end, but obviously when it gets to the harder difficulties you get increasingly difficult situations. So he does a really good guide on all of them. I can't recommend the guide enough if you're struggling on any particular one, because it will go into it step by step and give you some good tips to get through. But yeah, the Illegal Poison Kadachi, best thing to use by a mile. So I think the end of this one, yeah, you've got 3 Amons here all at once, and yeah, the Poison Kadachi really helps here. But you can block their attacks. Oh no, it's only 1 Amon, sorry. It's not all the Amons. What am I talking about? 3 bosses, but only 1 Amon. But you'll see how much damage that does on the boss. It's just crazy. So even like one hit and stuff is pretty ruthless. I don't know if there's an ability where if you take more damage, you do more damage. I think there is something to do with that. It'll probably be in Sirix's guide, but yeah, you really want to use your finishes on the Amon dude. Even with his blocking ability there, he's still taking big damage. And you always want to take out the gunman first. The gunman can do real serious damage. It is quite the issue. But yeah, I think I've put all 3 Pandemoniums in here as far as I can remember. Maybe it's not all 3 Pandemoniums, maybe it's like the legend missions from before that. Yeah, I think it's the legend missions from Between a Rock and a Hard Place, and then Eternal Twilight, and then Pandemonium. Pandemonium being the final one. But I think this is Between a Rock and a Hard Place. But yeah, the Poison Kodachi is just invaluable here. I can't remember, is there what's it called? Won't begrudge you about some awesome weapons for this fight, preferably those with infinite durability. So yeah, bring quite a few weapons just in case. Any with infinite durability are good. Pretty much useful to just have the Kodachi for this one and get through it. It's better to do like separate heat actions, especially with these Kali sticks and stuff. They do so much damage. If you can get rid of the Amon as quickly as possible, switch to the knife again, yeah, you'll be away. You'll be fine with this one if you just have a decent amount of heat and you use the knife. I'm pretty sure the knife does more damage the more damage you take, but I can't say that for certain. I'm sure that's what it does though, because that's why it's so good. It's the Payback Ring, I think that's what it is. So yeah, if you use the combination of the Sacred Wood Armor, the illegal Poison Kodachi, and the Payback Ring, that's what Sirix E recommends to do. So as your health gets lower with the Payback Ring, you can't restore it in bouncer missions, so you have to be really careful. You might as well use the item that gives you more attack power. So if you sort of switch to that, maybe once your health's getting low, I don't know if you have to have it on from the start, or if like if you can just sort of use it, like, you know, if you just put on the item afterwards, after you've taken all the damage, and then you can use it to its full effect, whereas like you could be defending, you know, decently. But as you obviously take more damage, you are going to do more damage, so it's really useful. I hate these ninjas, by the way, they're so annoying. But yeah, you go through gauntlets, and then basically you have to fight bosses at the end. The Between a Rock and a Hard Place one was really difficult without the Kodachi, but with the Kodachi and the Payback Ring and stuff, it's a lot easier. The next one's Eternal Twilight, so there's a lot of ninja and samurai crazy people. And then there's another wave of people with 2 bosses. And then there's another wave of people with bosses, and then it's Jiro Amon. And he's got flashbangs and a submachine gun plus 2 other guys. Jiro is a big pain, according to Sirix Z, especially once he puts up the glowing shield. He suggests sticking to the west side of the bridge. I think I'll show this in the actual clip. Where you don't get hit by his bullets, and then you can just run and go in with the heat actions on different weapons and take him down that way. It is possible apparently to throw him in the river, but that's going to be quite difficult, especially on the sort of final ones. The bouncer missions themselves are in Debola, I think it's the club in Theatre Square. It's been so long since I played this, so I'm trying to refresh my memory whilst watching. But yeah, if you can make your way through these enemies, like sometimes it's better to use you know, like charged attacks and stuff rather than the Kodachi. I think I was just so in the zone with the Kodachi that I just kept using it. But for the most part, it's probably better to just do your normal fighting style. But people with weapons, you can obviously block with a weapon, and if it's unlimited in durability, then it's quite useful. But yeah, so you beat the first set of enemies here, you come on to the next set. Basically, the third mission's the biggest nightmare. Some of these guys are fast and good at dodging as well. It's a bit annoying to strike them with a knife, so you might take some damage. If you can get a decent flurry on and stagger them, you'll be able to do a lot of damage to them. Obviously, that's the best part about the Kodachi, that it obviously does a lot of damage, but it gives you a chance to stagger them. You can get rid of the big guys first, because they obviously do the most damage. That'll be really useful. And obviously, if you get a finisher off, you're doing, you know, a bar and a half of damage. And as you take more damage, you're going to be doing more damage. So definitely useful tips for sure. But yeah, the bouncer missions themselves took a long time, if I remember correctly, but they do give you like loads of decent items and gear, so 100% worth doing. You can get the dragon's bindings, you can get dragon god amulets, war god talisman, magic katanas, sacred wood armor. Sacred wood armor as well is really useful for the final boss. Was it the final boss? Yes, it's the second phase of the final boss of the game, because the guy has a machine gun, so it's really useful to just tank the hits. If you're ever struggling on legend, it's definitely useful. But yeah, the third phase here, got the bloodletter. I love this stagger action. Obviously you can block as well. I never really block, that's my problem. And on bouncer mode, you probably better off blocking a lot, because you can't heal. So, and when you can't heal, it's a bit of a nightmare, especially when you're going through gauntlets with lots and lots of bosses. So we come to the final stage here against Jiro. So as you can see on the west side, is that the west side? Don't even know. Northeast, southwest. Looks like the east side to me. So he's obviously come at it from a different angle, but so Jiro is there and he'll just start kicking things. They'll slowly walk over to you. You've got your full stamina. Run over, try and get a few hits on him. As soon as he starts getting I just went for it here. This is brutal. Oh, legendary. Absolutely legendary stuff. Yeah, you might want to run away here now, because he's got a flashbang and a bit of doom. Maybe you could have attacked him, I don't know. It's a bit of an awkward one now, because he sort of hip fires as well, so like it's hard to know if he's going to hit you or not. He just sort of goes wild with it. That was lucky. That could have gone horribly wrong. But yeah, so you want to back up, get away, get around that corner, sort of bait him in. If the flashbang's coming to you, you don't want to be too close. That shouldn't hit me really. But yeah, it did. Obviously you can use them to get your heat actions back as well. Maybe if you switch to the Kali sticks here and finish him off, that would be a decent move. Obviously the other two are a bit of a pain, because they're just sort of there, lingering. I've gone for it. There you go. So you can wait for his shield to go down as well, just to make sure that you're doing a decent amount of damage. And you just sort of hide there. It's a bit of a cheesy tactic, but it works for sure. And there, down he goes. That's what you need. Big slash. And then they just start kicking my ass. Classic. Right, so that's the end of that. The Twilight Legends. So that wasn't too bad. That was probably one of the easier ones. And then the final one is Pandemonium, and Pandemonium's a bit of a nightmare. So recommendations are Sacred Wood, Dragon God Amulet, and Dragon's Binding. Payback Ring in reserve. So it does work, switching it in once you're on low HP, so that's good to know. But yeah, so for my Series Z gives a really good set of tactics here. I kind of ignore it. I do sort of the tactic, but I just like swing for the hills and take out everyone as quickly as possible, pretty much, and then I just run around like a coward, pretty much around the sort of pillory area at the back, because you can run really far and get away from the enemies. Obviously the stun action here is unreal. The more people you kill, the quicker the bosses appear. So once like the Amons appear, you want to kill the Amons first. Try and kill the people with weapons. Obviously the gunmen are, or should be, your priority. There's apparently 100 enemies here, and then I think three Amons come in, or 4, I can't remember. I think it's 3 Amons come into play at some point. You'll see the bar at the bottom, I assume it'll come up once they appear. But yeah, try and take out the gunmen as quickly as possible because they're going to do some damage if you're in mid-attack and then they shoot you. But if you've got Sacred Tree armor on, it should help quite a lot. I'm trying to switch to fists here for some reason. It's just to run out of the way. Snap his arm, shoot him in the face, or the chest, or the shoulder, or whatever. Throw the gun at him, dodges out of the way. Alright, get a few kills in. Can't remember why I dropped the poison Kadachi here. Probably just for speed purposes. So he's got a lot more versatility when he's doing the other attacks. The enemies get stronger as they go as well, by the look of it, and then certain enemies have shotguns and stuff like that, so you want to be very, very careful of that. The golden one, I think. There might be a few of them. Yeah, there's a few of them. So the ones in black have got pistols, ones in gold, shotguns, so you want to get rid of the shotguns as soon as possible. He's pulled out the knife again, he's had enough. See, we've not taken much damage yet, which is really good. For some reason, it's just tanking damage. So the shotguns are going to push you back and stun you if you're not careful. But yeah, I'd recommend taking out the gunman first, running away from these clowns. You don't need him. Bit of a stutter there, don't know what happened. Bloody useless, sorry, not useful. Useless OBS sometimes. It's a really good program, OBS, for a free program, but it just stutters so bad sometimes. And with the Elgato, which is why I've got, it's not ideal. So the first boss appears. I think that's Kazuya-Ramon, is it? So my tactic for this is try and get in quick whilst they've not got their guard up. Get them in the stun loop with the Kadachi. Try not to get hit, because if you get hit, it obviously gets them out of the stun loop, and then they can do whatever they need to do to you. Sometimes it might just be better to whip out a finisher if needs be. But once they go red, that's kind of my tactic. You keep slicing until they go down to about orange health. And then they get the shield up, and then once they get the shield up, just run away. Run away until their shield goes down. It'll probably take a few minutes. And then just wait for Kazuya-Ramon, maybe chip away at the other ones whilst you're waiting. Get your heat back. Never let your heat go down on this because it's ridiculous. But yeah, you can keep an eye on the enemy. Don't kill too many people because they will spawn in the next Amon. So you definitely don't want to do that. You don't want 2 Amons at once. And if you do get that, you need to kill the other ones very, very quickly. So now you see your shield's gone. Straight in with the stab. Probably should have used the... I don't think that did any damage then. What? What happened then? Okay, that did no damage for some unknown reason. Switch to the Kali sticks. And then people get in the way, obviously, because it's just a joke. Yeah, that's the general tactic. You want to run up, hit the Amon before his shield hits, try and bait him in, maybe circle around, get hit by everyone, play like a clown. Oh, that did so much damage. But yeah, you want to be really careful, because they will do some damage. I don't know if he ever gets his shield back. That was a good dodge, but didn't capitalise on it. Oh, that's not a good dodge. You got a maniac with some axes. Oh, right, done it on the same guy. Get rid of him. Hopefully the other guy will get in the way, Kazuya-Ramon, and then we can deal with him. It doesn't look likely though. Run away a bit. Or just block. Oh, you can... Oh, are you kidding me? Get the finisher, man. What are you doing? Oh my god. I think I was debating on switching. How was that the wrong guy? I mean, that is just ridiculous. The targeting on that. The guy was coming out with 2 axes, and that other guy was stood still to the left of him. And then it still didn't even kill him. It's not the end of the world using up all your heat, because you can get it back quickly by just like attacking the other people. There you go, that should kill him. Hopefully. Hopefully. Or he might be very close. Bang. Is he dead? Oh, he's dead. Cool. That does so much damage. That's crazy, but you'll see how much the heat goes up. Look at that. Instantly back to full bar. Here comes the other one. You want to get to him as quickly as possible. Do not let him get you stunned with guns and what they called flashbangs. Getting down to orange. Yep, that's going to cause some damage. His bullets cause fire damage as well. So you want to be very careful of that. It's really annoying. Really, really annoying when you get hit by them, because it staggers you and then the other people start taking advantage. You need to get away, just run away. Obviously he's going to throw some things at you, but he'll have to run at you to get his shots off. He's pretty quick, but you can bait him round the corner, get a few hits on him. He's gone for the stab there. It's an interesting tactic, probably a good tactic to be honest. And then run away, because he's got his shield up. So this is generally how you're going to get through. You're going to have like decent armor and weapons for this fight, and you need to make the most of it. But obviously do not get caught by his bullets, because he is one of the most dangerous ones. I think the next one's potentially even more dangerous. I'm just trying to bait him a bit to come round so he's not... Well, just trying to bait him in general to run around. Don't know what he's doing. Right, he's dropped his guard. He's on his own. He's not moving. He's done that. A swine. Cali sticks finished him off. Thank God. Could have been worse. Obviously the payback ring goes on now. Or it should do. And then you can utilize some damage. Some big damage. So we got our heat back there. That's good. Maybe I was waiting until I was in critical mode. Quite possibly. Yeah, the other Amon will appear after you kill a few of these jobbers. These guys are really strong considering. They can do decent damage. Sango Monte, he's got a rocket launcher. You want to be real careful of this guy. I was lucky there because I just hit him on the fly. So much health. Look at that health bar. Alright, so we got him down to orange pretty much. Not too bad. Yeah, you do not want to get hit by the rocket. I was almost caught by that. Luckily he didn't attack. He's just chasing me down. What a beast. He's just running to fucking rocket launch me from point blank range. What a beast. Oh mate. But yeah, I just run away. Run away. Doesn't matter. Your heat's not going anywhere. He's quite fast as well, so once his guard drops, then you're just gonna do another finisher with the Cali sticks. That might finish him, it might not. You'd hope that it did, but it probably won't. Come around the corner, bang. Job done. Boom boom. And one more hit. How much damage is that gonna do? Close, but not what we needed. I'm pretty sure the payback ring probably would have killed him. But yeah, you might want to change to another weapon again, or just stick with the knife or the Cali sticks. Probably do a decent amount of damage. I've gone for the Fist of Fury for some reason. Oh, punched the wrong... Oh no, we got him. Tracking on that was ridiculous, but we got him. And then you just want to finish off the jobbers. I think that's all of the Amons done, so that's pretty much how it's done. Please refer to Sirix's guide if you've got any specific queries, because he lists everything you need. You can't go wrong. It's a really good guide. Can't recommend it enough for every single Yakuza game, so please check him out if you're struggling anywhere. Thank you very much for watching. I know it was quite a long one, but quite a lot to be said about these bouncer missions. They're quite lengthy and can be quite difficult if you don't know what you're doing, so hopefully this helps. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe and comment if you've got any issues or anything like that. And yeah, peace out.